Now we have finished up the first term course. Now I'm starting up with the second term course or the half yearly course. Now I'm taking the chapter of algebra, which is chapter number 14. And the name of the chapter is factorization. And I'm taking up exercise 14a. In order to tell you what is factorization, first I will tell you factorization you mean to take out the factors. So we have to take the common factors outside the given algebraic expression in order to factorize. Now in this chapter you will be having factorization by many methods. In the first exercise we are doing the factorization by taking the common term outside, highest common term outside. Now I am taking up the fourth question of your book. Fourth question is 5m plus 5n. And what does the question says? Factorize completely by removing a monomial factor. Monomial factor means in this exercise the factors which will be common will be having only one term. Now in 5m plus 5n, though itself it is a binomial, you see that 5 is a common factor for both the terms. Take that outside the bracket, and within the brackets, if out of 5m I take 5 common, then what will be left inside? M. Plus 5 has been already taken outside this bracket, you will be left with n. So this is called factorization. Now from here you see that the factorization is the reverse process of multiplication. Suppose my question is this: 5 multiplied by m plus n, and I tell you to simplify it. Obviously when you are going to open the bracket to do the multiplication, what are the two terms which you will get? 5m plus 5n, which is this. So if I go in this direction, it means I am doing multiplication. If I am going in the reverse direction, it means I am doing factorization. So factorization is the reverse process of multiplication. Now I am taking up the seventh question. Seventh question is having the expression as minus 3m minus 15n, and you are asked to factorize it. And I told you in order to factorize it, take out the maximum, highest common factor. Maximum common factor, we call it as the highest common factor. Now you see that minus is also common for both. And the table of 3 is also common. So take out minus 3 outside. And inside the bracket you will be left with m. As minus has been taken outside, it will become plus 5n. And you can do your rechecking by again multiplying minus 3m, which is in the question, minus 15n, which is in the question. So if you do the multiplication, you can recheck your answer also. Now I am taking up the 12th question of your exercise. 12th question is having the expression as x square y plus xy square, and you are asked to factorize it. When you go to the next step, you should put the sign of equality. Now among these two terms, which is a binomial, you find that highest common factor for x is only x. Here x is occurring 2 times, but here x is 1, having power 1. So 1x can be taken common, similarly 1y can be taken common, and you will have xy as the highest common factor. As you have taken 1x common, 1 power of x still remains, but y has been taken out. It will become x plus xy has been taken, but power of y remains inside. So this completes your 12th question. Now I am taking up the 19th question. 19th question is having the expression as 6x cube minus 10x square. Now take the highest common factor outside. Now you see that 6 and 10 are having the common factor as 2. And x square and x cube is having the highest power common as also 2. So take 2x square common. If I divide 6 by 2, I'll get 3 and 1 power of x remains 3x minus 10 upon 2, 5 remains, and power of x square has already been taken out and put it within brackets. Now I told you can do the rechecking. If I ask you to multiply, it will be 6x square, 6x cube. You see this is the term. And then minus 10x square. So this helps you to do the checking also. And now I am taking up the one more question for you, which is your 20th question. 20th question is having the expression as 2ab square minus 6bc plus 8abc. In all the three terms, which is a trinomial, take out the common factors. You see 2 is common. If I say a is present in this third term, but there is no a term in this. So a cannot be taken common, because minus 6bc is not having a. Now I am going to take up this b common. B is common in all. It is occurring in all. But c is not occurring again in the first term. So c also cannot be taken common. So what are the common terms? 2, b only 2b. And if you divide 2a square by 2b, you will be left with ab. Minus 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. B has been taken common, minus 3c. Plus 4, b has been taken common, and you will be left with ac. So you can see again inside. If again you find something common, you can do it in the next step also. Now a is here and here, but not here. B is here and nobody else, no other term is having it. C is here, but this is not having C. So this completes your exercise 14a. I have done few questions for you in this exercise. As you can see, I have done few questions for you. Now rest of the questions you do it yourself, and tomorrow I'll take up your problems. Now I am taking up exercise 14b also. In exercise 14b also you have to do the same. Now I am taking up the first question. First question is x plus 3 x plus x plus 3 y. Now in the first exercise you saw that monomials were common. Now in this exercise you will find that binomials or trinomials may be common. Now see this plus sign. This plus sign is splitting your expression into two terms. This is first term complete and this is second term. So out of these two terms you see that x plus 3 is common. This is also having, this term is also having x plus 3 as the term, and this is also having x plus 3. Take that as common and you will be left with x plus this y, because this has been taken common. So this completes your factorization. Now second question is, I am taking now your fourth question. Fourth question is 2x minus a whole square plus 4m x minus a. Again this, you see this plus sign is splitting it into two terms. This is one term complete and this is second term, and we have to see in these two terms, because plus sign and the minus sign separate out the terms, not the multiplication or division. Now in this you see that there is a binomial x minus a, and this is having the power 2 for the binomial x minus a. So it can be taken once common, and between this term, monomial term, and this term which is monomial, these are the binomials. Between 2 and 4m you see 2 is common. So I can take 2 common as well as x minus a common. It is having x minus a as power as 2. So there is x minus a still left. One binomial x minus a is left, plus out of 4, 2 has been taken common, so 2 and then m, and this has been already taken common. So this finishes your factorization of the fourth question. Now I am taking up the 8th question. Now 8th question says 21, you have to factorize 21 4p minus 5q whole cube plus 14 4p minus 5q whole square. Again you see this plus sign. There it is a binomial having this as one term and this as another term. You have to find out what is common between these two terms. If I am underlining it to show it to you, you will not underline it while doing it in your copies. That is for explaining you, only I am underlining it. Now see between these 21 and 14, what is common? They come under the table, both come under the table of 7. So 7 can be taken common. Out of this binomial, 4p minus 5q is having power 3. Here it is having power 2. So we can take it as power 2 common. So what will you be left with? 21 divided by 7. 3 will be left. Having power 3 but 2 taken common. Write it within brackets. 1 power which is left. Plus 7 2s are 14. It is having power 2 which has been taken common. If you want, you can open it. This you can open further inside the bracket. Don't open this. If you want, you can open it. If you don't want, let it be here only. 12p minus 15q plus 2. If you want, you can leave the answer here also. You can leave the answer here also, or if you want, you can show the multiplication also. Do it as given. Either this may be the answer at the back or this may be the answer. Do it as it is given in the book. Now I am taking the 11th question. It is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab a plus b. Again this minus is splitting it into two terms. See the common between these two. You see that the a plus b is common. Take it outside the bracket and you will be left with a plus b whole square minus this has been taken common 3ab. I don't know how is the answer given at the back. I can do further simplification of it within the brackets. You know what is the product of a plus b whole square. You know this identity. It will be a square plus b square plus 2ab and this minus 3ab. a plus b, it will be a square plus b square. 2ab minus 3ab gives you minus ab. So here if we do multiplication, so it is giving us some benefit that we can subtract. We are getting the like terms. But in the previous question, if we do multiplication, we are not getting any like terms. So you can leave either here or here. Now you can see at the back what is the answer given to you, whether it is given as this or whether it is given as this. Do like that. So this finishes your exercise 14b also. I have done 1, 2, 3, 4 questions in your exercise 14b also. So today your homework is to do exercise 14a and 14b also, and tomorrow I'll take up the problems.